Good afternoon. Welcome to Mornings with Michael for information and educational purposes only. That started crypto. Crypto is down. Ethereum is down, even though a lot of money has been flowing into it. And Bitcoin is down under 65,000. Had like a double top here at 60,500 and rolled right on over. So that is the story there. Let us go to a word of the day. A word of the day is tutelary. Tutelary, serving as protector, guardian, or patron. The state police provided tutelary services to the former governor. Go to our S&P 500 heat map. It definitely heated up today. There was a big bounce. Go to do a little refresh here. In the meantime, let us take a look. This commercial break is brought to you by this account. Will help preserve and protect your money. Spent a lifetime building up your wealth. You don't want it to be turned into a 201k like happened in 2008. This one goes up when the market goes up, does not go down when the market goes down. Keeps going up and up and up the stairs. Beats index investing by about 5% per year. Currently, they're providing 25 to 45% bonuses. So that is a story there. Here's our heat map. Microsoft was down a little bit after their earnings, not as much as after hours last night. It was down 5% after hours. Amazon, Tesla are up. Meta is up after hours. And financials were kind of a mixed bag. Costco was up. Energy was bouncing back. Industrials, utilities, basic materials. That is where the money was flowing. So let us go to our charts. We have Meta Platforms. We bought it, I believe it was right around 490 this after hours. And now it has continued up. Nothing after hours will continue in the next day, but we'll continue to watch that. Take a look at our dollar index. Dollar is down right now. We may have another proxy for the dollar index. See if we can bring that up. We'll bring that up a little later. I'm going to pause right now. Oh, here's a little better look at what the dollar actually did today. Pulled back quite a bit. See if we can pull this back, see what the volume. Doesn't really show us any volume. See if we can take a look at the market averages. S&P had definitely pulled back to this advanced decline line, had pulled back. Got a little bit of a bounce today. And here's the NASDAQ. Amex. Pull back even stronger. Got a little bit of a bounce today as showing right over here. So let us go to the metals. Here's what the metals did today. With the dollar pulling back, they gapped up pretty well. Take a look at silver. Look at that. 2 strong days in a row. Big gap up, got above its 10-day moving average. Didn't quite make it down to 23 as we were hoping, but it did definitely pull back to 25 off of that bounce. That would have been a place to buy. Gold gapping up as well. Copper, big gap up in copper. Take a look at this copper mining company. And tech is the other one that we like to look at. Big gap up, got up to its 50-day FCX. Well, pretty big gap up as well, up 3.5%. Southern Copper got above its 10-day moving average, up 5.4%. Take a look at uranium. Uranium is up strong, 2.73, and our smaller issue in the uranium mining category is Denison Mines, up 5.9%. Off of that pullback, got up to 197. Let's look at the bonds. And your bond yield falling again, down to 4.11%. 20-year guess we'll have to nudge this a little bit to get it to pop up. And the 20 years falling as well, down almost 2%, down to 3.24% yield. Look at the VIX. I would imagine that would be falling. Fell 1636, not as much as you would assume. Just going to check what our target is on the VIX. Target is 1523. Let's check what the low on the VIX today was. Does not want to pop up. Looks like it's like 1575 something. So looks like everything has gone silent. I'm going to pause for a second. So we're back. It still doesn't want to show us where it pulled back. We'll just continue on. S&P 500. Is up 1.63%. The equal weight on the S&P 500 is up 0.47%. The NASDAQ is up almost 3%. That's amazing. The equal weight is up 1.67%. The small capitalization stocks in the IWM, the Russell, up 0.58, and the Dow Jones is up 0.27. What changed this? The Fed comments that they're leaning towards a 0.25% rate decrease. That may be one and done for this year anyway. So that's what the intimate knowledge of it was. So we'll just continue to watch that. So what was our ETF of the day? ETF of the day was SMH Semiconductor. It was up 7.63% today. So if you would have bet and bought down here, you would have been in for a happy surprise. Let's take a look at some of the other ETFs. Financials are down a little bit. Communications is up, maybe up a little bit more tomorrow with Meta's earnings, up 1.19. The biotech Did try to go higher and pull back. Look at the other biotech index. Did about the same thing. Infrastructure development. We did add this today, up 1.63. Retail. Try to move higher and pull back. Solar. Bounced a little bit here. Airlines are down. Leisure activity is down as well. Got a bounce in building materials. Utilities were up. Yeah, up 1.29%. Real estate. It's pulling back a little bit. That's a little bit surprising. Home builders tried to move higher and pull back. We haven't looked at the software area for a while. I think up slightly. Technology got a nice move up 4.2%. We looked at metals and mining. I believe that's all we're going to look at there for today. We're going to move on to what was up 10% on 200% increase in volume. There's 14 items. Parsons was up big. It's a number one. Parsons. I want to come up. It's being a little shy. And it just takes off like a rocket. 18%. We got Scott's Miracle Grow, turning everything green, up nearly 12%. POWL Energy, gapping up. It's up 12.4%. POWL, this was a big one, up 40% today. 37.81, so it did pull back a little bit. POWL manufactures power substation packages, switchgear, circuit breakers, generators, motor and bus duct systems. And as you can see here, it's up 140%, or maybe you can't see. Match.com gaps up and it's moving up 13%. Fiverr International enables people to buy and sell digital services, and it is up nearly 20%. I guess it showed 14 when we first came here, but some of those have been cleared out. So that is kind of the story. What did we do in our current portfolio? We continue to have ELF. So what did it do last time? After earnings hit this bottom shelf kind of speak, and then it moved up, could not hold it, and it's pulled back and it's building a very similar chart pattern. We did sell all of our shares. We're just holding options at this point. Dutch Brothers Coffee had a little bit of a pullback today. Tried to go higher, got some selling, pulled back 0.36%. Continuing in the restaurant area, Cava Mediterranean Grill, up 3.4%. Let us just continue on. We got back into NVIDIA right around 115. It's continuing up today. I think on the news of Meta was doing a lot of spending. So this is probably good news for NVIDIA for their chips. Take a look at Toast. Toast didn't get too much of a bounce there. Just trying to pull back our holdings here. APO, we continue to hold. Bounced out of the pivot zone here, up a little over 2.18%. Continue to hold ARDT. Looks like it kind of cleared this IPO base here. Up about 5%. Samsara. Looks like it's getting close to breaking out here. It's got this tight little shelf. It's built here. We may decide to add to that tomorrow. Datadog got a little bit of a boost, but didn't really do too much. We're still holding the options on Datadog. Archer Aviation sold off, but interesting, the options went up in value. Hard to believe. Have some options on BRC Coffee, up 3.8%. This is on the main page of Amazon.com, found this one, so that's why we're holding that. We did add a little to Birkenstock after the close yesterday. It's up 0.32%, not doing too much. We continue to hold Front Door. Tried to move out of the pivot and then pull back a little bit. So that is what we're currently doing. There's a number of sectors that I think could continue to move up. A lot of them in the small cap area. This is not one of them, but we'll do a little more research and take a look at those tomorrow. So this is Mornings with Michael for information and educational purposes only. Hope everybody has a great day, and we'll catch you on Thursday.